Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video, a bit of an unexpected video on Superman and Lois Season 3. So Superman and Lois has been on break for a bit now, with us only being about 3 weeks or so away from the at least scheduled commencement of filming for Season 3. Now, we hadn't really heard anything about Season 3 of Superman and Lois as of yet, outside of the stuff that was really teased at the end of Season 2. So we haven't got any new castings for new characters that we're expecting for next season, like Bruno Mannheim or anything like that. But usually you would get those first castings as they get pretty damn close to filming, or just after they actually do start filming. So I'd expect to start hearing that type of stuff in regards to new characters and their castings, around like 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks from now. But we did get some casting related news over the past 24 hours that I don't think anyone saw coming. Big shock in more ways than one. So yeah, we got to talk about it. But of course, let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions about this. Did it catch you off guard? I'd be surprised if it didn't. And do you think it's going to change the show? Because it's not like you're heading into season 2, you're heading into season 3. Relationships are being built. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to feel a bit different. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down there in the comments. So this, from what I know, was just a general press release from Warner Brothers Television. They sent it to just everyone on the press release. I don't think any one side had the exclusive, but we will be using Variety and their words, as they were the first one that I saw on Twitter personally posting about it. So here we go. Jordan Elsas will not be returning for the 3rd season of Superman and Lois, in a statement released on Tuesday evening by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers Television, they cited personal reasons in its explanation for why the actor would not reprise his role as Jonathan Kent, which will now be recast. Jordan Elsas has notified the studio that he will not be returning to Superman and Lois for Season 3 due to personal reasons. Warner Brothers Television said in a statement on Tuesday evening, the role of Jonathan Kent will be recast. No exact details regarding Elsas's departure from the series were given by the network. However, the actor's exit is not a result of a workplace-related issue, according to sources close to the production. So it's not like he was, walking around naked or something like that. News of Elsas's exit comes exactly 6 weeks after the series aired its Season 2 finale. Insiders state that production on the 3rd season is set to begin in Vancouver in the near future, though Elsas has not been able to reach the location by deadline. I think it's September 9th. I think that's the actual date of start of production. Doesn't mean he had to be there, like his first day of filming was September 9th, but it most likely was. But yeah, we need to emphasize it isn't due to anything that happened on set, according to Warner Brothers. Like, that's what they're saying. As I said, it wasn't walking around naked, wasn't slapping people over the face or anything like that. That's not what happened. It's something outside of the actual show itself. Now, of course, due to this, when you see this happen with anything, there's going to be a lot of theory mills, a lot of, gossip, a lot of drama associated with why did this happen? What's going on? Was it from his side? Was it from the studio side? What's exactly going on? Now, one of the big things that people tried to push straight away, which tried to put a negative label over Jordan Elsas, who plays Jonathan Kent, or I guess formerly played Jonathan Kent, is that they thought that the Warner Brothers and the showrunners for the show wanted to follow what happens with Jonathan Kent in the comics, which is that he is bisexual. Now, Jordan Elsas, might I say, sorry, was asked about this, I think during season 1, or maybe just, after season 1 aired, so the off season between season 1 and 2. He was asked about this because it just recently happened in the comics where Jonathan Kent had come out as bisexual, and he was asked about it in an interview, and he gave an answer. I can't remember what it was. I'm not going to try and, quote what it was off the top of my head, but it was an answer that upset some people, because I think he was like, I don't think the show's going to do that. So he sort of tried to backhand it off or something like that. And people have sort of held that against the actor for a while. That might have played into what we're going to get into in a second, maybe through social media stuff. But people will try to push that's why he's off the show, and all of a sudden that's going to be in season 3. Who knows if it is? It might. I have no idea. But people trying to push that as the reason that he's leaving the show, which apparently is not the case. So you might be wondering, okay, well, what's the actual case? What's the reason for him leaving? Now, there isn't anything that's been posted now, over the past, I'm recording this an hour after the news came out. So nothing's come out from Jordan Elsas in the past hour since the news came out in regards to this. However, he has posted publicly and been open with some mental health struggles that he's had. So he did post on Instagram a while ago in like the time frame of like last week or something. So it was a couple of months ago, I think it was, that he was not going to be on social media for a bit. He was like sort of taking a break, and it was due to some mental health issues and everything like that. Now, if this is the case, and that's why he's leaving the show, because obviously they've said personal reasons, and he's leaving the show to take care of his mental health, that's brave. You know, it's not like he's done anything wrong in the public space, like whatever it might be, you know, that's brought a bad label to himself or the show, and that's why he's going into some sort of rehab clinic or whatever it might be for his mental health. He's doing it on his own accord. You know, he's giving up a career, well, not a career, but he's giving up a role which is the biggest he's done so far in his career in order to address that and better himself, which that's 100% brave if that's the case, and all you can do is applaud him, and kudos to Jordan for going and doing that for himself, because it's brave, it's risky as well, because you don't know what's going to be like for yourself, at least on a professional level when you come out the other side, but he knows on a personal level at least that he has to deal with it. Now, obviously, if he is seeking mental health treatment, and it'd be pretty difficult to do that while filming. Like you're filming multiple days a week. There's like not like breaks like every single week and stuff like that. At least a sizable one where you could once again check in and have an update, if you want to call it, at the clinic or with some specialist or everything like that. So he probably he's never gonna be able to address it while he's actually filming the show. And obviously he's not been able to reach the location, which is Vancouver in Canada, by the specific deadline that they've had. Now, obviously we know they're not starting to film until September 9th. And they say in the statement that LSAS had not been able to reach the location by deadline. So they're referring almost as if the deadline has passed. So it was like either today, the day that's just gone past, or yesterday or the day before, or something like that. But it's like, hold on, you don't start filming for another 3 weeks. So what's the go with that? Well, this is now spun into potentially another reasoning as to why they might be recast in the role. Now, this other reasoning isn't coming from Deadline or any of those places like All Variety, like the source I'm using. It's coming from other sources on Twitter and social media as a whole. Obviously, I'm going to be very annoyed because you're downplaying something that's pretty serious if it is mainly mental health issues. But if this is the case, then it is the case. But I'm going to be annoyed if this is just being pulled out of someone's ass and, you know, it's a lie. So take this with a grain of salt. But the other reasoning that people are having as to why they are recasting is potentially vaccine related. So apparently, as I said, this isn't coming from me. I'm just, relaying what others being said by others. But apparently Jordan Elsas isn't vaccinated, or at least isn't like, I guess, like up to date with vaccinations. I'm not too sure what it is, but doesn't want to be, go along with that, which is fair enough. You do what you want. But of course, there are then added requirements if you don't do it and you have to play by, which means that he would still have to do the quarantine process when entering Canada, because as I said, they filmed the show in Vancouver, which is in Canada. And due to that, he would have to arrive like 2 or so weeks before everyone else. And apparently he missed that deadline. Now, my only question around that is they are going to have to recast, and this is regardless of, of any reason, but they have to recast. And how do you quickly do that in 2 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks before they start filming? Like, wouldn't that be like a very thorough process for a main cast member like Jonathan Kent? Unless they pick someone who was in play for the role like before season 1, and they see which of the other choices are available. So they could have someone who was the backup who currently isn't doing anything, like, hey, do you want to be Jonathan Kent? And they're like, yep. So it's an easy casting, but I don't know if that's the process they're going to go through, or they're going to go through a completely new process for this recast. Because, yeah, they are only, as I said, like 3 weeks away from filming. But, yeah, like the vaccine thing seems a bit extreme. But we have seen other shows cut cast members and replace them, or just get rid of the character due to this stuff. Like, to me, it just seems like, is it that much of an issue if he was 1 or 2 weeks late, if it was the vaccine issue? Like, surely that's just, you just delay the filming by a week, or not have him just delay his filming or something. Wouldn't that be easier than recasting? And maybe they have a strict protocol that, like, hey, you abide by our rules and we treat you right, everything like that. So maybe that's the issue. I don't know. The vaccine thing seems just a bit of a question mark, because it seems like it's something you could easily work around. But if he is seeking mental health and he just doesn't feel like he's right to come back to work, that makes sense why they would recast, and they'd go through that, because he literally would not be able to be there at all, at least for the foreseeable months or something like that. He's just not right to come back to work. So I don't know if I believe this vaccine thing 100%. The only thing that sort of lines up with it is this apparent deadline, because the show doesn't start filming for another 2 or 3 weeks. And like, why would the deadline be in the past, apparently, if you look into that quote from Warner Brothers? So I want to line up with the mental health thing just because it just seems like recasting seems like such a big move if it is just a deadline missed by a couple of days. But yeah, I'm sure we'll hear about stuff. I'm sure it'll come out like what exactly happens soon enough. I'm saying like in a day, but like I'm sure in some sort of future we'll hear what roughly happened. Just matters when, I guess. But I guess just keep an open mind in regards to it, because he's posted about the mental health stuff in the past, so you want to line up with that as well. But I don't know, maybe what these people on Twitter and social media are saying is true, and the only thing that sort of supports that is the deadline thing. But we'll wait and see. But yeah, the recasting process will be interesting. We probably won't hear anything about it for this might be like the last thing. Like, we might hear about this like literally as they start filming, because like it's not a long time to recast a main role. Like, fair enough if it was like Kyle or something like that, because he's not like in the Kent family, but recasting someone in that main family, getting chemistry right, it doesn't seem like the most easy process. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video to show your support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions about this. I'm sure it's a divisive topic because it just depends which way it goes. As I said, I want to lean towards it being the mental health stuff, just because it just lines up with why they would feel the need to recast because of time issues and stuff like that. But yeah. So regardless of what's going on with Jordan, hopefully everything goes well in the future. Because he was good as Jonathan on the role. That was the thing. He was a good Jonathan Kent. So it's going to be weird going into season 3 and seeing a new face and everything like that. It's just going to be really weird. And hopefully they do recast with the right actor, because sometimes they can mess it up. So hopefully the casting process, while it's going to be quick, hopefully it's done fairly well. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.